Hi, I'm Crep, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Void Stranger. We are in gold again today, because I'm doing something I didn't think I was going to be doing in this Let's Play. You see, I've had this Let's Play mapped out in its entirety since, well, at the time of recording, about a year ago. Somewhere around there. Which would be around like April to May 2024. And I knew what parts of the game I was interested in including and actually showcasing, and which parts I was going to leave on the cutting room floor for the LP, so to speak, and let other people experience on their own or seek out other Let's Plays or streams to see, that kind of stuff. But something changed in me today, and I decided I wanted to do something different. This is the brand for Sif's Challenge. This is hidden in the game somewhere we will definitely not be seeing, that's for sure. But it is a real hidden brand you can put in. If you look closely at it, you may recognize that it has one C in black on the left and another C in white on the right. Sif's Challenge. Let's give this a shot. I'll explain what it is in a moment because the game, helpfully, gives us a how-to page that introduces the mechanics of this submode. How to play. Clear as many brains as you can within a time limit. Collecting medals in succession will increase their value. Defeating enemies grants juicy extra points as well. Use black idols for a quick restart, or if you'd like to restart entirely, return to the title screen from the main menu. There'll be fan service if you do really well. Ooh, wow. So, Sif's Challenge is a score attack mode. It's still the regular Void Stranger gameplay, it's still traversing Void, none of that has changed. But it has a different gameplay motivator now, again, by way of score. I'm not usually interested in score attack type games, or score attack modes in other games that I do enjoy. And that was true for a very long time with Void Stranger. I've really put off having any interest in Sif's Challenge, but something changed today, and I felt the impulse to achieve something specific on camera, we'll put it that way. Before we get into it, I'll mention that, oh, what am I doing? I didn't even actually pull up the YouTuber I was about to shout out to, say their name. 1 second. I mean, I should have committed it to memory before I hit record, but that's how it goes sometimes. Shoutouts to YouTuber Detective Barry, who put up a Sif's Challenge run 2 months ago that I watched this morning, and I pulled most of the route that I am going to be doing from them, so I owe them some credit. I didn't spend time trying to come up with my own routing. I figured that was just going to make me exhausted, because the score attack part of this, the part where you have to figure out what is going to be an efficient route for gathering multipliers, for gathering, actually, for understanding what parts of the game you actually want to engage with at all, for the score attack part, how you're going to get enough score. So again, thank you to Detective Barry. Let's do this, then. Starts off normally, though we are on the grid on B001, which is unusual. We can still look at the mural, still filled with inscriptions, and Sif still knows what it says and wonders why Ad would leave such a message. All of that's the same, but the moment we hit these stairs, it's off to the races. We have a 20-minute timer, and we're going to need most of those 20 minutes to do what we're trying to do. Now, on its face, it might seem odd or inefficient to stop and triple these chests, but we're going to want specific locust counts for a couple of spots. So it's going to be worthwhile to go out of our way to take a moment and actually get more locusts out of select chests. other ones, it's going to be much faster to just get 1 out of them. Like here. We'll take the time to get 3 out of this one because it's very accessible, very quick to get. You can see everywhere we have these metals lining all of the white tile ground. That's what was being referred to in the how to play bit. Every time we run through a string of these, we get a multiplier on how many points, how much score we get from each one. You can interrupt that combo at any time by doing literally anything other than stepping onto another tile that has a metal on it. That can include bonking on a wall, killing an enemy, picking a tile up, just anything like that. In most cases, we're not going to get a whole lot out of taking time to... Okay, this is fine. Taking time to meticulously grab all of the medallions or medals, especially in cases where they're just kind of spread about, strewn about in lines like this is fine, but it's not going to get you that much. Here's the main attraction, though. Every time you kick one of the birch trees, or I guess Lotus Eater machines, goodness gracious. I'm mixing up too many words right now. Was that 3? Did I do that right? Okay, thank goodness. Every time you kick one of those Lotus Eater machines, birch trees, a little cat pops out and gives you a score bonus. There's one of those for every tree, and we're going to want to make sure we hit up every single one of those trees along the way. This is also partly why there's value in skipping entire domains at times. It just brings us closer to another tree we can get another cat from. Here, because of how densely packed the room is with metals, it's actually worth it score-wise to go around and get them all if you can do so uninterrupted. So, kind of another aspect that motivated me actually wanting to include this in the LP today was because, we didn't spend anywhere near as much time with Sif as we did with Gray or Lily, which is kind of how the game just goes, you know? Sif's arc, in terms of the main story, is pretty short compared to the effort of learning the game with Gray and relearning it with Lily. And then Sif just also has fewer things they can do. So even when we went and looked at a bunch of stuff that didn't show up in the first 5 parts of the LP in part 6, still didn't have that much to show off for Sif. It was mostly, like, scrounging for goods. So, extra reason to take the opportunity to show off this sub-mode that focuses on them. Oh, there's actually another factor about this sub-mode regarding Sif. Considering that you start Voided, because you're Sif, it actually limits what you can do in some ways, because you can't decrease your locust count by 1 at any time. And you also can't use the HP place as another spot to store numbers either. So it puts very specific limitations on the playthrough that you wouldn't have if, say, this were just a regular play-as-Gray type game mode. Let's see, about here, yeah, that works. I'm trying to get my locust total up to 23, and then we'll want to get that up again later once we've made use of these 23 locusts. Hopefully I don't forget any spots that I want to hit along the way. I was practicing this route earlier and I successfully did a run with it, but that was where I stopped because it was pretty easy not to muck up, to be honest. Right, I messed this up, but that's okay. Yeah, whatever. Oh, okay, this is taking up some time, but we'll have a little bit of leeway. In spite of the timer up there, things are not that tight, at least in the case where you know how to do some quick movement in this game, and generally understand how to get through rooms, it's not too difficult to catch yourself in moments where you have lapses like that. Take that, thank you. We can afford to skip that one, I believe. Yeah, we can afford to skip that one. As mentioned in the how to play screen, you do get score bonuses for attacking enemies. But with the way that I'm doing everything else in terms of routing and what I'm prioritizing, it doesn't actually matter that much to go out of my way to kill things that are right in front of me. I keep going up to this and pressing the interact button as if that's what I want to do instead of pressing up another time to kick it. That's okay. I'm using all of my brain power right now. Everything I have is going toward playing this game correctly. I'm doing my best out here. Right, I want to drop off this tile first, but that's okay. Just means this room will take a hair longer. When I finished my route earlier, I had over 2 minutes left, which is pretty good, to be honest. That is a nice margin for error. Okay. We are going to want to construct Mon's brand here. Not like that, though. Okay. Not that. What do I want to pick up here? Oh, that is what I want to pick up. Okay. Nice, I think I actually did that a hair faster than when I was practicing earlier. Feels good. Feels organic. So just skip the entirety of Mon's domain. We don't need to be here at all. Much faster to just get past it as quickly as possible. Okay. And then here, we're gonna do a fun trick. If you move your locust idle icon and move your locust number somewhere else, it doesn't update the locust counter. So we still have 23 locusts. Amazingly. We'll be making use of that soon. Right, just push this off. You get a pretty hefty score bonus for slamming a tile down on an enemy that's falling, by the way. That comes up a couple of times. Oops. Okay, well that's an unfortunate reset on this room. How it goes. Okay. We're still keeping pace just fine. You see though how, like, 20 minutes feels kind of intimidating, but if you know the game well enough and know how to, know what shortcuts you have available to you and what shortcuts you can make for yourself, it'd be pretty easy to get around, actually. Especially because playing as Sith, you start with all burdens, so you've got wings, you've got sword the whole time. Opens the game up quite a bit. Apologies for anyone looking at this room right now, it's really harsh on the eyes, all the tan statues flashing. We're getting near the end of Tan's domain now. Oh yeah, there's a score multiplier. I didn't even point that out. There's a score multiplier for subsequent enemies. And that applies to all enemies that you hit. Hi, Tan. So you don't have to necessarily kill, like, 3 beavers specifically in a row to get a score modifier, or to get a score multiplier, rather. Just enemies in a row with the sword. And it will multiply the individual score values for those enemies as you go. Okay, here's where we wanted these 23 locusts for. We're gonna skip most of Gore's domain here. But it'll also put us at a point where we can pick up one more before we leave. And hop right out. One more. We're past the halfway point now, both in time and in depth and void. We'll grab 3 here, and we'll grab 3 from, I think, a couple more in Lev's domain here. I know I never bothered to get the one in this room. That kind of helps me retain my understanding of my path, so to speak, of my route in my head. It's like, oh, I always forget to get that one, but that's good, because that puts me where I want to be if I remember to get every single chest afterward. If that makes sense. Okay, we want to kill this one as well. Grab 3 here. We'll get both of these. Puts us at... Oh, oops, that's fine. That's not a big deal. It puts us at 10. And we'll take the one in the brand room as well. This one, we're looking to leave Lev's domain with 20. Not really what I wanted to do with most of those inputs, but that's okay. You can see that our score has ballooned quite a bit. Most of that is the cast, to be honest. Each subsequent one gives you significantly more score than the last, and they build up pretty high. And we still got a few more left to get as well. Okay, that blob's in a different position than I'm used to, but this will still work. It's a good thing we still have this fuse tile on our rod. Otherwise, that would have been a room reset. That's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. I just picked up the stairs for no reason then. Grab this one. We're at 16. That's perfect. In a few rooms, we'll get 4 more. Right here. I didn't mean to push that. That's the risk you take, I guess, when you choose not to put ground down in front of the chests. That's okay, we're doing fine. Number 7. Kind of wanted to get all the medals in here, but I forgot what I was doing until it was too late. I also don't necessarily need the score. I know from experience that I don't actually have to bump things up quite this much, but it is fun too. Okay, let's grab 3 more right here. Perfect. Make sure to grab the lower digits and not the upper digits like I did during a run earlier that completely trashed everything. Going to the null brain area in this mode just ends the run entirely. Can't do anything, it's dead. Which figures, I suppose. Let's grab our boon of 99 locusts here. You do get a lot of score for having a lot of locusts in your counter at the end. Grab number 8. And now we're going off into Alphabet Zone. If you look at our score again, it's way higher than it was even just like 3 minutes ago. Now all that's left to do is just to get to the end. That was close. Not that it would have been like that devastating for that to happen. Getting there. Ah, the music has hit its final phase. This track, which is incidentally an arrangement of a very notable track from Zeroranger, it has, like, different parts it cycles through as you get further into it. And now that we've hit the last 4 minutes, we are in the final phase of the song. Here we go. Right at the end, though. There's number 9. And... oh, no! I didn't press it down. I pressed it too early and it didn't register. Hey, you want to see me do it again? It's fine. We in the business call this padding the video out. I mean, sure. What's more Void Stranger fan than doing it all again? I don't know if I can sail that commentary again, though, to be honest. That was 20 minutes of every thought I had to get out about Sif's challenge. I don't know, can I squeeze more out of myself for this? I can't, like... I couldn't even, if I really wanted to, I still couldn't, like, stitch together a successful finish at the very end with the run that I just had, because the score would be different. It would be so transparent. That's okay. That's the other Void Stranger motto coming up, or coming to the surface. Live with your mistakes. If I don't gotta re-record this, I won't. That's how I'm feeling about it. You'll just have to accept my lesser commentary on the second run. But who knows, maybe I'll do better this time. I did have several rooms that I died in unnecessarily, as if there are any necessary deaths in this route. I guess I could blab a little bit about, like, what I'm doing. I'm basically going to be making use of this LP to get or this recording in my LP to get a special role in the System Erasure Discord for getting the highest rank in Sif's challenge while also getting all 9 cats in your run. The funny thing is, getting all 9 cats is most of the score requirement for getting the top rank in this. All the stuff that I'm doing where I'm taking a moment to get a bunch of medals, or I'm going out of my way for other small things, not really that big of a deal, to be honest. And the score threshold also for getting the top rank is like 1,280,000. 280,000? Help. 280,000. Oh, I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard, everyone. But talking is so difficult. Talking and focusing on something akin to a speedrun route is such a thing. I was about to say I don't know how speedrunners do it, but I literally do. I'm basically doing what they do. I'm doing what any speedrunner does at GDQ, except, like, I'm going in a different direction with it in terms of what I'm talking about. Because at this point, the time slot that they gave me during the marathon, I've surpassed it at this point because I told them, yeah, the run will only be 30 minutes max. It's on me, it's my hubris. Oh, I just moved a little too rapidly and did not keep track of my actual position and what I was doing. It is funny, though, how, like, trying to take deliberate routes through some of these rooms in ways that get you locusts that you want to get, or get you score that you want to get in some other form, does make you reapproach your pathing through a lot of them. Not all of them, though. This one I do exactly the same as I normally do. Right. I did this so weird last time. I didn't need to do it like that. There we go. That's better. And we're still on route with the locust count. It seems I know what I'm doing internally, and that's good. I don't have to necessarily keep myself in check. Gimme. It is really fun getting good at doing these rooms through rapid inputs, though. Of course, the most optimal thing is to go into the menu and turn on hold speed 4, but I can't do that. I've seen actual Void Stranger speedrunners and Bob Is You speedrunners do stuff like that, and I'm like, no, there's no way you're ever going to get me to actually play the game like that. But rapidly pressing and keeping track of all my individual inputs, that's a lot easier for my brain. Even if it's less efficient. Okay, do all this stuff again. Right. Careful with that. Put that down there. Nice. I can't remember where we were before, but I feel like we're doing a little better on time than the previous run, which is nice. Hopefully this time I'll get to the bottom and I won't screw up moving the stairs in front of the Sith statue a second time. That would just be embarrassing. Ah, I broke my combo because I kicked the wall. That's okay, whatever, who cares? I forgot to skip ahead. That's okay, a lot of these rooms early in Tan's domain don't take very long to get through. There goes my time advantage. To be fair, it's only 11 rooms that we were skipping at all. Going from 111 to 123. We're already almost there. Move one more step, Sif, thank you. Here we are. It only took several more seconds than I would have liked it to. Oh, come on. I'm glad this room is actually super straightforward when you have the wings and the sword. I did not move the way that I wanted to. That's very normal. Okay. That's not where I wanted to push that, but we can make it work, I think. Yeah. In spite of like how cramped that room is and how much you can pile the tan statues up as you push them around, it's surprisingly difficult to fully limit yourself. Okay, almost there again. I know, I keep pressing buttons for some reason. Why do I want to do that? Why am I a button presser today? It's because I'm trying to think really quickly and I'm doing things wrong as my hands are not synced up with my brain the entire time. Okay, so I forgot to do some HUD stuff before, but that's okay. We're still going to take the bee statue over here. I've been, to pass some commentary time and also to talk about something funny, I've been rewatching Lorgon 111's Let's Play of Void Stranger recently, and I've forgotten how early on in his LP he started referring to bee statue working as smirking because of the statue in-game being referred to as a smirking statue. I always thought that was really funny, and I kind of wish that it caught on as a community term. So in my head, I've started kind of thinking about it as smirking again. Kill that octahedron. Well, okay, I guess I'm not going to kill that octahedron. I was literally about to say kill that octahedron, kill that octahedron. Like it's a funny repetition thing, because that's just what I do over the course of these rooms. And I screwed it up! What else can I screw up for myself today? It's not that big a deal. Okay, we are still on pace. I haven't screwed up and missed any locust chests I want to open, nor forgotten to triple any that I wanted to. There we go. Didn't die that time. There we go, that's the slightly more efficient series of moves I wanted to do last time. Who cares about grabbing all these? What does it really matter? Mostly just did it for fun. I hope that my, like, very rapid... Oh, goodness, I forgot to grab that. That's fine. We can fix this quickly. Quickly now. God. I hope that my very rapid keyboard presses aren't so loud in my microphone. That's all I can hope for. Because I can tell, as I start getting, like... As I start doing the kind of, like, thing you do where you tense your muscle a bit as you focus on activating it, moving it more, faster, more rapidly, that you also move more. So I'm kind of jamming my finger down on the key. It's fine. That makes it sound really violent and, like, painful, and it's not. Stop pressing the interact button, just kick it. Know what you're supposed to do before you get there. Oh yeah, it's not coming up in this route at all, but you do get absurd stacked multiplier scores for having long chains of shadows behind you. It's one of the funnier things about Sith's challenge. Incredible! Yay! Now let's blast off to the end. I don't want all these, whatever. I want to move. I want to be a fast girl. I wonder if I'll get there before we hit the last 4 minutes. Time is running out pretty quickly, so I might not. But I've never been quite this efficient with the route. Again, the route that I started doing today. So I guess that's not saying a whole lot. Oh yeah, we're not getting there before the 4 minutes. Could have been done though. There were some small time hitches earlier in the run that didn't need to happen. What am I doing? Okay, let's not screw this up this time. Down, up, pick up, put down, go! It's over! Yeah, I died right at the end, effectively. There we go, we already hit the threshold. Just like that, before we even got the 99 Locust Post. I guess I didn't need it. Hooray! Consider this imagery on screen. Very important. Foreshadowing, build-up, forewarning, for what we'll see in the next numbered part, which I promise is going to be the next thing I upload because I've run out of bonus stuff I wanted to do. There you go. Something that's supposed to only take 20 minutes took 40 minutes. I wonder how long this recording is going to be in total, to be honest. Probably like 50, with my preamble at the start and time between, time after. That's probably about right, something like that. Wait, of course it's not going to be 20 minutes for each time. I threw with 3 minutes remaining and then finished with 3 minutes remaining. Whatever.